Well, this is my Rostock Max V2 3D printer, which arrived. Well, I was going to say it arrived today, but it didn't actually arrive. I went and collected it. Is it USPS, United States Postal Service, and then trucked it all the way here. It was in UK Customs for a while, 2 weeks, and then there was an update, and it said it's cleared UK Customs, and then it said after that that it was being held because there were some custom charges to be paid on it, which didn't really surprise me that much, but the cost of it did. But after everything's all paid, it was still cheaper than buying it here. So it is heavy. I should probably have it this way up. So I've got this. So far, going through all the stuff as the menu recommends. This is basically everything else that's in the box that came from that box. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't looked in these boxes yet. I know what's in that one. This is obvious. These are the rails for the motors. Sorry for the cheapskates. It's all looking good. Oh yeah, and the glass build plate, which is also under there. This is the amount of backing sheet that came off all those melamine parts, and this is what's left of the sheets, just the bare bones. Parts all bagged up. I believe that's one. No, I think that's one, two, number 3 and 4 next to it. And this I've done so far. The hot bed is installed. Did all the soldering underneath. That's all done. The thermistor, the resistor, the thermistor signal wires, the main power to the to provide heat for this. Yeah, screwed it all in. Got all the washers in. knackered, as you can probably tell. But tomorrow I should put in the towers, which are right there, and start work on that. But for now, I'm going to get some shut-eye because I'm knackered. Oh, I will add, this project almost got stopped in its tracks because of a piece of crap soldering iron, which is brand new, bought from Amazon. Okay, it was only 20 quid. It was bought with the helping hands and some solder, which is somewhere around. And I got to the last joint, the last solder joint, and this piece of cheap tack of plastic and metal failed on me. It just went dead. It didn't heat up anymore. Tried fixing it. I'm not sure what was died inside it. I thought it might have been a fuse. Changed the fuse out, still didn't work. So it must be an element inside that has failed. I took it all apart, but I couldn't see what was wrong. So maybe it's a thermistor inside or something very fine that's died. I'm not sure. Either way, it screwed up my morning. I lost about an hour and a half. So in the end, I just got a candle. The only source of heat was the oven, and soldering a thermistor wire, which thermistor wires are pretty delicate, so you got to be careful how you treat them. So you can't go twisting them up with twisting them with regular wire, because it will just break off the thermistor wire, so you'll be a bit screwed. Yeah, so I had to be very, very careful. I had to wind the regular wire, take off once you remove the sheath, of course, and get all the frayed, separate all the wires out, and then twist the harder wire around the thermistor, which was not easy. Thankfully, to a really decent guy who uploaded a video how to solder a joint using a naked flame. You solder, well, it's hard to describe, but I'll have to show you. But basically, soldered a joint with just ordinary open flame, naked flame, and it worked fine. Saved me bacon. And I did go over the road to borrow my friend's soldering iron, but he's not home, so I was kind of stuck until I had the idea of looking up YouTube and seeing somehow somebody else, because somebody else must have had the same problem I had, and come up with a solution to get around it. So many thanks to that guy, and may this project continue. I've installed the arms. Now I've got to install this to these arms. Well, these are the arms installed, and this is what they're going to do. They'll be hopefully moving around. Hopefully it'll turn on when I'm done. And this is what that is going to be attached to this. So this is the effector platform, and the nozzle will attach and be facing downward like that. The hot end is installed on the effector platform. These are the wires for the fans. Layer and peak, I think, which are labelled, not clearly, but I think I know which one's which. I hope. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, this is a moment of truth now, I guess. Let's turn this sucker on. It's plugged in. USB connected on the front to the Rambo controller. Power on the back is just to kill the power switch. Yeah, that is cool. But this is what I should see, because there's no firmware uploaded to it yet. So, and that humming sound is the cooling fan in the back of this controller. So, and they said that is normal in the book. And I just realised something. I have to get this back in the centre. Don't exploit that. But I'm happy it's working. It's working. It's working. It's alive. So, some calibration tests. Still calibrating. It's all been built, as you can see, running. And bare get nozzle rod temperature. So I'm just going to hit this and you'll see it move. I've already done the one axis, that was the second. I'm just going to do the third one now. It's getting there. Oh, 1 hour 17 minutes into the build. It's gonna finish 1 hour 21 minutes, so not long ago. And this is how much it's done so far. So, almost done.